Attack hired. Attack. Attack. Attack.
Hey everybody, this is John here, aka Press Bubbles, and once again, welcome to my laboratory. Today's edition, I got 2 EBT boxes from the Pokemon Center. I got 4 more coming in, but they somehow got delayed because we have a little storm happening on the west coast. So they'll be here Monday, and I'll do a video with those 4 together. But meanwhile, got 20 packs to open up. If you guys don't know, if you open a regular EBT box, it should be 8 packs, and if you open up get an EBT from the Pokemon Center, it will be 10 packs each. So, without further ado, kick one box to the side. Let's look at what we got here. You got some nice little Mew cards there. What I find interesting about this set in general is the fact that if you didn't buy during Shield and Sword era, you essentially got better cards to get, better quality cards, I have to say, in terms of the artwork than the original ones. I was a little disappointed in this one because, yeah, you get sleeves, but the other ones you got like a deck box, you got like a bunch of other good quality stuff, and instead of getting the metal dices, they went back to the whole, let me show you, these plastic dices, which I kind of got disappointed about. Normally we get metal dices, and I'm telling you right now, the bloody red would have been really cool. That's like the only downside about this current box, I would say, is that the extra stuff that you normally would get wasn't there. Let me turn these around for you guys. So, go ahead. Call Mew. Yeah, I figured we'd get a couple here. I'll see what we do. Like I said, with the white code, or actually this guy's really at 20 packs. Oh, sorry, dark. I think it's 4, if I remember correctly. Should be energy right here. Yep. I'm going to show you guys. Actually, should show it backwards. Sorry. I got my camera backwards. I just realized that. Ooh, that light. Oh, the dark red is nice. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really thrilled about this set. Yeah, I was actually more excited about this set when Worlds came out, and I was just, I guess I was sort of disappointed because this should have been part of the Worlds, in my view. And it feels like the set's kind of lackluster. It's like I'm not trying to down the set. How do you want to explain it? This set is like, to me, close to what Battle Styles was. Unless you're specifically trying to build the Lost deck kind of deal with a Giratina and all. Yeah, you're really not getting much out of it. I mean, yeah, there's some supporters here and there and things like that, but just because they're coming up to the new era of the cards, ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm sure there's some supporters that will be good over time, but then that's what I'm saying. Like, buying a box right now I don't think it's worth it right now for this particular set. That's why I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try EBT boxes, try my luck. That white code. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to get the Giratina. It'd be nice to get a couple cards like that. I haven't really collected a lot of the new cards, mainly because I think Pokemon. I'm glad Pokemon is giving a lot of options for cards, but as a collector, Yes, it's making it a lot more difficult to get a whole set done. And then all these people who are still trying to get their cards, get PSA graded and all that other fun stuff. I personally don't believe that new cards should be graded. It's just too easy to get 10s. There should be a fire. Oh, we got grass. This video will be a lot quicker than my other videos. Yeah, unless they make more cards involving the Lost World scenario, it's a gimmick set. And they had a couple cards and they had a couple Shield and Sword, but oh, look at that. Now I'm gonna tell you, this Arceus game, I know a lot of people have like their differences. They want traditional games. This was an awesome game all around. As a person who loves Pokemon, I love the idea of just going out there and just catching Pokemon in the wild without having to get my Pokemon coming out to battle. Now, have you ever heard of that stuff? They have a new feature that oh, not a dark code. They have a new feature. If you haven't heard about it, it's called Auto Battle for the new games. So once the new games come out, instead of you having to battle with your Pokemon to get level ups, you can actually set Auto Battle, and your Pokemon will just go out there and battle the Pokemon without you going through the sequence. So for those grinding situations, it's perfect. Especially if you want to go to like a nest, and you're like, I need to battle a bunch of Alakazams. Yeah, I think it's terrific that they're going to offer that now. It's like the game wants to make it so the people who try to grind all these years don't have to worry about grinding anymore. Because once you get Pokemon to level 100, Shield and Sword was an example. You got bottle caps and basically modify your Pokemon to get to the full potential it is. So essentially, everybody can have the perfect Pokemon now. So it's like, I think it's good. Let's see, shift tree and okay. And I do like the fact that they did. If you notice that the Lost World cards have all that blue and purple swirl to it, so you can identify what cards are which for the deck. White code. Kind of go through these really quick. Oh, Rose Raid. I should have gone to it so quick. And that's what I'm saying. I love these character cards. I think they're really cool. To me, I think Pokemon should have more of those kind of cards over time, but I want to say it's fire. Ooh, Psychic. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. I'm an all for less grinding, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Pokemon games have gotten to the point to where you shouldn't have to do grinding much anymore. For one, been debating about this year about doing either TCG or VGC in terms of gameplay for Worlds. I've done TCG, been to Worlds for that. It's been awesome, amazing. The point structure right now is just crazy. Are you gonna build Shift Tree? I think it's really good. Oh, let me pull up the Shift Tree. You're like, oh, come on. Ah, that was the. They get Garrett TMV. That's cool. Let me pull up the Shift Tree. I know I pulled one, so let me give me a second. Is there right there? No, okay. I know I saw one. There it is. See what this does. What was that? You may have your opponent's bench. Wait. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to hold it. You may have your opponents switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench. Okay, for 160s. Okay. For 1 energy, 210, put a Pokemon and all cards attached to it into Oof, that's a big cost for that, for just that attack to do 210. Well, it is in a sense a hit and run. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing, I think this would be good if you're playing this deck to just revolve around like the Sableye, and you're trying to get all these attacks going off to get Sableye's max power output. I think you need like 10 cards for it to go off. So it's almost like you could build like a single prize deck with this. And if you use that grass stadium, that would be a big help. But you just gotta make sure you get the hits, and not just hits, but get the. You gotta make sure you get the knockouts, because that's gonna hurt you. V-Star. Last card. With Mirage Gates, you can play Radiant Greninja and pick up KOs. Remind me what the Mirage Gate does. Is that the stadium? Sorry, I don't recall it off my head right now. What does Mirage Gate do? I have to kind of look at that for a second right now. Mirage Gate. Seven cards. Okay. Oh, 7. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Mirage Gate it'd be a very good play, especially if you only need 7. It's basically, my friend liked to put it, it's basically like a beast rain if you didn't play during that time. Yep. But without having that cost where you have to play at that specific time. So once you get the cards driven away, you're pretty much good to go. So, I mean, hey, for a box, I want to call it 3 hits out of 10. Unless you count, where is it? This week could you consider a hit? Well, it's okay. It's okay. Box overall. I always think Politoed could be a lot better over time. They always make them like evolve around Poliwrath, Poliwhirl, Poliwag, and the attacks always have some bases off of that. So, white code. That's cool. Oh, there you go. There's your Mirage. So I definitely would think that we'll get a pretty good card for that. I'm going to put this one up here. It's a 5-star box. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think if you count those as hits, because I think this right here is more of a hit than anything else, then I would say it was a pretty decent box. So another white code. I just wish the box had a little more to it. Oh, okay. So we did pull. Let me kind of search this really quick. Let's see what we got here. Cinema Squirt. That's what I'm talking about. I like the old Cinema Squirts, but I like the fact that they're reprinting some of these cards and going, hey, you can still play with these. They're still pretty good. And I feel like Cinema Squirts could get a lot more love that people don't realize. Especially with a new stadium where you could slap energies on at will that build up his attack power. So, I don't know. I think Cinema Squirts could be a deck that could be considered good, but the other problem is you have Palkia players all over the place, and they're going to be playing that. Ooh, a dark code. I want to say it's fire. Ooh, we're being fire here. I got a Magnezone V on my EBT, and that was it. I love that bayonet. It's really good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the bayonet for this set. I haven't looked at all the cards yet to see the combos. I have a couple of friends who started to do the whole printout now. And that's one thing I'm been kind of against is when people don't want to buy the cards. They want to be able to play online. There's an app. I think it's cool, but there's a positive and negative to it. Oh, look at that. That's nice. I do like that Zorok. It's pretty cool. Yeah, with this set though, if I'm gonna build a deck, I'm just gonna get the cheaper version of each card and not have to worry about it much. White code. No, I think overall, this year is kind of interesting because we just don't know a lot of what's going on. I have a lot of friends who are really hyped about Pokemon picked up this year, but at the same time, my hype has been kind of dull because last Worlds, people like myself who were playing all year long couldn't do our custom challenges, and that was one way for us to get Worlds. And I know there's been a topic about people getting Worlds certain ways, and I think our point value has to go down. Oh, let's see which one we got here. Oh, we got two. So we got this. If this Pokemon is knocked out by a V Pokemon, they can't take any prizes. Okay. So it was 120, 3 energy, or it does 150. That'd be an interesting deck. I would definitely say that's an interesting deck to be played. There's a lot of energy cost for it, though. And then we got a Pikachu. That I think is adorable. Yeah, that's pretty adorable. So, put you here. My thing personally right now is just play that Trev with Shift Tree. Yeah. You could play it as a stall tactic for a card. So they can't, when they KO it, and most likely they're playing V cards right now, they're not going to be able to take damage, and it's kind of a stall. I want to say it's grass. Oh, it's water. This is a black code, by the way. Oddish. Growlithe. Ooh, okay. Not bad. In terms of hits, they're about the same. I got one full art supporter, both sides. You got 2 Vs, 1 V. Got near the same ratios. That's my code. Like I said, my personal belief is I'm just kind of playing the waiting game to decide if I want to play. Like, I haven't thought about playing Pokemon Go. I was kind of curious about that since Pokemon Go has their point scenario set up, and it just really depends on what's happening. I got a lot of friends that are just they're debating just for this year. Yeah, actually, I saw that pop up on Netflix today. I am planning to watch that this weekend. I've been a huge fan of the movies when I was a kid, and I think they did very well, especially bringing back the old actors. So this is a dark code. And what do we get? Oh, look at that. Got a rainbow. Magnezone V-Star. What does this guy do? 1 electric, 2 colorless, 180 mega chip. Search your deck for 2 item cards and put in your hand. Okay, decent. And the V is 2 electric. This act does 90 damage to 2 if your opponent spends Pokemon. So the bomb attack is basically Greninja's attack, where he just spans for 90 for 2 bench. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's the best card. If it was a 2 energy cost attack on top, I think this card would have been so much better. But for it to do 3 energies and only do 180, yeah, that's not bad. So we got 2 cards left. I would definitely say this has been a better box. I would say you got definitely some good boxes here. White code. Who knows? Might get another character card. I do love the fact that the white codes just doesn't mean you get a bad card. Oh yes. I mean, it looks like a good card. If you're playing with Flaffy, you need energy acceleration. I would definitely say that at least. White code at the end. This is the last pack. Try to get a light here. Oh, that's it. Like I said, today was a kind of a fast-paced day to do a recording. Of a really short recording just to see what we get. But let's see overall. Let's see. If you count the character cards, 2 boxes. Put the V's together. Is a character, and then I'll consider. Yeah. I like Spirit Gem. That's an interesting deck to play. So overall, I would definitely say, what does this guy do? So let's look at the main cards here. So I have 10 boxes. You got the full arts, character cards. There we go. Look at order of rarity and kind of pricey too. I'll definitely say those are the main cards you got today. Now I think a deck's being built. I know guaranteeing it'll be a strong deck if you get the acceleration going, but my buddies have tested it out. When you play against a Palkia deck or a deck that can just hit first turn, this deck does not compute in terms of power against those decks. I know the attack is good. I know that the second attack is really good when you use this kind of deck. It's just a lot of resource you have to commit in order to get that starter going off. I think single price decks will do much better without these, but we'll see. Zoroark deck, I think that could have some potential. I think it was like 50 damage for every one of your Pokemon that have damage counters on it. I think it does 50 plus. It does 300 max. So with a choice belt, you can do a lot of damage. Quickest way to get that started up would obviously be the there's a stadium. I'm trying to figure out which one it is called, but I think it does places 2 damage counters on basic Pokemon when they get entered on the bench. So that'll be your key card to get that acceleration going. What will be interesting though with this card, the play it's I'm just throwing it out there. I would think this card is the same combo for Primeape. There's a Primeape that does there's a single strike one. Does 50 damage times the number of Pokemon that have damage counters on it on each of your bench. I think that would be a very vital play for single prize Pokemon. It's just having more HP does more damage. So that's how you look at it. Sanduscourt's a good card. Palkia just overwhelms it. I love these artwork cards. Never gonna get it wrong. These, I gotta look at the ability. Let's see. Search your deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Okay. That could be good if you're playing that Shiftry deck to get your guaranteed cards that you need at that time. I believe this is the one in the top 5. Yes, that's good. I think this could be a one-of in a deck. You basically look at top 5 component cards and have a what's that? Gap draw, maul. Yeah. And I'm still debating about the. I get why it looks good. I had to pick up the 2 item cards. That's good. 90 snipe is good. I just don't see it being top play. If you pick up the right item cards and you're shuffling around and you're getting like hammers or disruption, yeah, you can get some really good combos going off. And there's item one where you get 2 of them together and it acts like a Guzma. So there's a lot of combinations you can do with that. It's basically like a robust version or downgrade version of, well, not a downgrade, it's an upgrade and downgrade to Tokukit's VMAX. I think 2 energy does 120, and you get any 2 cards from your deck and put in your hand. That's why I feel like this card for doing 180. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same notion. It's like adding the 60 more comes from the extra energy cost, but then running electric makes it go faster. So, hit a break. Overall, man, I'll have 4 more boxes coming in. I did not order any of the booster boxes for this set. Again, if I'm gonna build anything from this and decide to do like Salt Lake Regionals, I more likely would. I think more likely I would get the single cards from this particular box. It's not enough that I could see to be worthwhile getting. Also, the fact that there's an app out there I think some people got excited about that incorporates the Lost Origins set, and you could play test like your hand. Like it basically, it's an app designed to first turn build your deck and then go turn 1, or you can set yourself as a turn 2 and see what kind of setup your hand does all the time. For people who don't want to spend money on online boosters, for the boosters online for TCG Player Online, I get it. Some people gotta save money that way. This year's been kind of weird. I think you agree, Ernesto. West Coast only gets 6 regional tournaments, or 4 or 6, some of that. No, I think it's 4. While the East Coast gets 8, and then internationals will still be on the East Coast. So I feel like the West Coast is getting really deprived, and it's making it a lot more difficult for long trips, make more cost for people. That's one thing I've been noticing. But I definitely am planning to go into Arlington, go to that tournament. Salt Lake, I'm debating. Portland, and the other one that's on the East Coast, I think is in San Diego, are ones I really want to go to. I've been to them and they're really nice. In terms of East Coast, it really just depends. I'll just go to the ones that could get closest to me. But I'm really hoping to see a change in points. I'm really hoping to see a change in the what they're going to do for cups and challenges right away once we start in January. We'll see what happens. But how about you? What's your favorite card overall, Ernesto, in this set? Oh, just curious if you're still there. It's not fine. No, overall, I know it sounds like I have a bittersweet taste in my mouth right now with Pokemon. I think a lot of people do. It's great. It's in Worlds. There's obviously reasons from COVID that makes it easier to logistically to have Worlds in Japan. I'm just curious of how they're going to go about it. Poketekken is not in Worlds this year. The last year's Worlds that just happened recently was the last time, because they really haven't made a lot of updates in that game. Go is getting a good big push. I think TCG is kind of getting a little light push, a setback, because Unites. I think the video game output is becoming more of a higher mainstream than the TCG. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying that for cost, for average player or expert player, the cost is so much lower because you don't have to constantly purchase things on, especially for the Go, it's free. You just go around and collect your Pokemon. And for the other variety of games too, it's a lot easier to go about that route. So we just have to wait and see what happens overall. But I hope you guys had a good time. Like I said, we got out of 10 packs, got 10 technically good hits. Some of them may not be the best hits. I think the Giratina and the Zoroark were good. I love this. I love the artwork of this card. Those characters are so funny in the game. I'm still debating about these two. The rest of these are okay. These are just there. But overall, I think it was a good hit and miss altogether. So yeah, these are probably your 5, and these are your bottom 3. Well, also keep track of the Pokemon, the new episodes for Journeys. I think they're pretty good. Cynthia Battle is getting close to its climax, so we'll see what happens in the next 6 weeks. But other than that, I hope you guys have fun. I'll be doing a video shortly on my Pokemon Unite account. I just got to Masters, which is awesome. We had a good group of people that I think we went like 9 games in a row and lost just 1 in between. So that was really good. They got us in, and now I'm just practicing getting my points up for the Masters rank system now. Well, until then, I'll see you guys all next time. Ernesto, I appreciate you joining. I'll have more videos of openings when I get my other boxes coming in, okay? Stay tuned.